Hello, just arrived in Beijing. Lovely day. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. Just having a look around for our briefing. Gonna have to head back to the hotel soon and meet up with the other guys.
Just take a moment to chat to the person next to you, particularly if you don't know them. And it's really important on the trek that you do chat to each other and help each other along to ensure that everybody has a really, really good time. And yeah, have a wonderful trek, and I look forward to sharing it with you.
Don't forget to remind me of your names, because I'll get Bill mixed up with Bob. That will happen before. All right, well, let's go and eat.
Chinese was hot.
Tiger and my local driver are coming. It's a fairly easy, short excursion this afternoon. Just up onto the wall on these local trails, and then down the wall across a swing bridge. You will need to pay. I did mention that back in the hotel that it's a €5 ticket price for two crossings, so we get a discount. So it's a good for us there. And over the bridge we go up some steps and into back off the wall and into the Hamlet of Hoaxman for the night. And that's also a 4-night camp. We have two nights in this one location. When we get a view of Mount Sonata, I'll explain from this perspective what's happening tomorrow, and you'll look with incredulity, I guess would be the word. That's right. Fear. We won't bring fear into this stage.
Right, we've just arrived at the wall. About to start walking. About 2-3 hours today. We're all knackered, but yeah, brilliant. Yeah, weather's great. Everyone's enjoying themselves, I think. Right, that's where we arrived on the top of the wall. Since then we've been down and down and all this way, down the ravine, down a bit more, and then over the chain bridge over the valley that you see there, and then back up, which has been a bit of a challenge for a lot of the guys.
So 10.
It's luxury. It's actually quite good. There's a lot of space in there.
Oh, try sleeping on it without the ground mat.
Oh, it'd be a bit rocky. And here's our neighbours.
Washing my feet.
Right, just had a few hours sleep and just before sunrise, it's 4:30 AM on the Tuesday. Lovely morning, quite warm, and hopefully I can catch a sunrise this morning. Looks great on the wall. Sounds like we've got a few snorers out there this morning. This morning we're heading up to the highest peak on Mount Scimitar, which is just over here.
Oh, no, I just water.
Yeah. Here's a postcard of where we're going today. A bit overgrown, and that is way over there.
That top one?
Yeah.
That's that very top one.
It's supposed to be quite an interesting scramble up the top. Hopefully we'll make it all. But before that, breakfast.
Oh, you got up again?
Well done. Right now it's about 11:10. I've been walking uphill constantly since we left camp about just after 8 this morning. We're heading up to the top of Mount Samatai, and hopefully we're getting quite close. Just taking a well-earned rest break, and it's just getting a little bit warm. Everyone's a bit out of breath. Everyone's tucking into lunch, but I'm going to hold off mine.
I've just been sat down there, only a few yards from you. Set up again and you're out here.
The good news is it'll be worse tomorrow.
What's that? My.
Right, we've made it to the top. View's great. Most of us are up here, there's just a few not far behind. The view's fantastic.
Oh, sorry.
Just want to get my boots off and just get some air to my feet. And a cold drink. Second lap.
这水烧着呢，是吧？
Hi.
I'll go into my shelf up there.
Just drink all this water, it'll get rid of the weight. It's got so hot. My breath's back, I bet we'll be going in a second. This is where we've done today. We've been all the way down over those ridges. I think we're on tower number 7 today. So we've done up there, and that ridge to that tower, that one around the ridge, and then down into the farmland.
Yay, we're on the wall! Number 8.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was wrong.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Somebody will check. Ahead of us.
No, yeah, because there's Jason ahead.
So we're heading left to right. 7 on the way here.
5 weeks.
Right, it's Wednesday about 1:30. We're just on the restored bit of the wall. It's a bit easier now. It's supposed to be the best bit outside Beijing. There's a restored wall. It's not too bad today. Very warm. Very warm. Backpack's heavy because I have to carry so much water. There's Ken our guide. Yeah, there's just a few people ahead. We left early from lunch so we can take our time a little bit.
I bought 2 nice little beds for my friend. Yeah, I'll show it to you. I wanted to get them. They asked me for it and I said, well, I must get them.
Cheers.
No, happy ants.
Yanjing beer.
Good. We're well impressed.
It says it in English.
Ah, right.
Too difficult, that one.
And we've not been anywhere.
I think we're on the move anyway.
Clean my boots, clean my boots.
There's a little fridge.
The girl with the ice creams, that's what we want.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
I'll make do with the one in the slippers and the water.
I don't care if that river has got like 2 liters of water. You're putting my body in it. No, there'll be ages.
We're just rubbing some bowls round. What's the difference between the 2 beers? There's one, what is the difference?
I don't know, you get what you're given.
Thank you very much, dear. Thank you.
Just leave it for a bit, right? I'm not going out. It's back up there by the mess tent.
Yeah, we called Tiger Ken number 2 because he kept saying the tents are just round the corner. And I said, how many bloody corners have we got to go round? Because every time we rounded a corner, there was no sign of
pants now.
You will suffer badly for that.
I won't do as you please to me.
Right?
Mine's got freezing water in it.
You got Mark and me.
Is it something that we could all watch or is it
Yeah.
something very quiet?
And I want my beer. I can't have diluted beer.
I think they could have brought it forward.
They have another guy.
That was teamwork.
Oh, it's cold.
No, language. That's a towel there, I don't know whose it is. Was that Mark?
So, no, I didn't know where he was at.
Sorry, well, I'd drink beer. Otherwise he's not worthy of the hat.
No.
No way to dress for dinner.
Well, you know, I've got to put my best outfit on for today. Look at it. It's covered in murder.
But well worth it, yeah.
Indeed.
I had a bit of an accident.
Sorry. Are you a bit wet, darling?
Been there, done that.
Get yourself.
Alison.
Jan Alison.
We were mad.
Big in there.
I am mad. I'm very, very stubborn. And I set myself, because I didn't do the walk, when he said get in the taxi, I said no. He said 10k, and I said but I've actually really enjoyed it, and we've got some really cute little children.
Why did you pick that one? The bloody big tree in the middle of it.
So is this your residence? Is this your Desres?
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah, here.
This is where all the righties
On
live.
this wall.
Lovely. I think it's discrimination.
I can see what you're on about now.
The big tree in the middle of it.
The tree in that tent.
Look at that big lump.
Run away, the bloody plant a tree. Middle of a tent.
I think that's who's sharing with you? Oh,
You're going to fight for which side of the tent, aren't you?
I'm going to put all my clothes on.
These are the chickens that live in the house where Rob lives.
Right, we're all going to hold it down one night and bottle down, isn't it?
Sorry. Anyways. Chinese hat on, I tell you. And long hair.
Yeah.
All straggled round. Whippy round.
look at that tree. Pissed down. Anything like what any of us would expect.
Certainly not like tonight, did it? It pissed down tonight, didn't it, Nikki?
Right?
Yeah. Well, if
The real deluge,
she
wasn't it?
will insist on doing it.
Yeah, I know. Well, she started it. So there
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, Mark, I don't
She
blame
did. She
you at
poured
all.
water all over Mark. I know.
I'm okay. About a tall pole.
This is everyday events, that's why.
What do you mean? You. No, I think everybody's face.
You don't like people saying no one's segregated themselves.
And we've all helped each other at different times.
Come on, Alice. Come on, dance with him. Dance with him.
Come on, Alice, you got the guitar.
We've got a bloody tree now, us.
Oogie, oogie, oogie! Oogie, oogie, oogie! One more time, oogie,
Alison.
Go, Jay!
Rudy's been doing it with him.
Qualified hairdresser in progress, eh?
No, that'll do. Thank you very much.
Swear to God, I'll murder you if you do that again. Dave, do you need a job? Too late, I did it myself.
Yeah, I didn't want to get up this morning.
No, I saw you when you emerged from the tent.
Was it that bad?
It was bad. I thought you'd just that minute woken up, had you?
I've had...
There you go, let me see in there because I've not shown people what we've been given to eat. It's delicious, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Pizza.
How much can I pay you to tear it up?
Yeah, just come from up there. How are you feeling?
How'd you get here?
That's why we took so long.
Oh, do you remember that place, Sainsbury's? However, there's only one.
It's burnt to understand.
Go to prison though.
Have you got key on your neck as well?
Which is called some block.
The bin man.
Orange or water?
What up?
Orange, please. Put yours up on the website.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Simon. It's made my trip this.
Just at near the top of the mountain on the campsite, about a 50-minute climb up, and we all made it up eventually. Yeah, it's all good.
Absolutely. It's a wee documentary you're making here.
Yeah.
Take photos.
I've had a buzz, mate.
Oh, tired and but worth it.
Yeah, just return from the mountain.
You know when you left us at lunchtime?
Went up 8, was it? 10?
That was good.
10.
About 10 of us went up, yeah?
Yeah, about 10 of us.
Yeah, that 10 of us went up. It was hard work. I was at the back, but I made it to the top. I got down quite quickly when there's a very large slope with loose ground.
And we made
Yeah, warm.
good time as well.
Yeah, 10 minutes early. It's the first time by Ken's time.
Yeah.
I think it deserved it.
Yeah.
We all learned it.
Yeah, I've not had one yet. I'll get one in a sec.
See? Full of good ideas. Stick the food, just bring the beer and the money and leave it there.
Getting the wrong tent. Has she told you the story? Right, well, I don't need it second hand because she swapped tents. Alice got disorientated, so she opened the tent door and she went in. It was a doctor. Both of them were like, don't you?
Oh, that's my arse.
All right.
It's your arse. There's no fat on it anymore anyway. Hold on, I'll let you see him when I've gone through them all. Because I'm actually looking at that. Tell you what, treat it as a beer. Cheers.
And
Cheers. Your finger over it.
Interviews for the diary.
Yeah, hold on, that doesn't work.
You will be summoned.
Give me that. Give me an empty bottle. That's the interviews. Hold on. Cheers.
Right, here's the campsite for the last night camping. I've just woken up. It's about 10 to 6 in the morning. A few people have risen already. There's a little crew truck. This bit here is where we went up yesterday. This scree slope is how we got up the top. When Ken told me we was going up there, I thought he was having us on. But as normal, he was making us work for our meals and stuff. But yesterday, everyone enjoyed the challenge. I was a bit precarious at the top. I actually went up the ridge behind that one. I think it's just slightly higher than that one. The sun's just starting to come up over the ridge at the moment. But we're going on to these towers. Ken says 4-hour trek, so it'll probably take us 8 hours, knowing Ken's estimates. But so it might be going a bit slower today because we're all playing cards with him and he had a few beers with us last night. There's a campsite. There's not many early risers today.
You've just seen the best of me, baby.
Is that as good as
That
it
is
gets?
it. I think that's it.
Is that what are you going to have a little?
I might save one for the Jana dinner. For the Jana dinner, even.
Well, what do you think?
Excellent.
Actually, it's
How come? We can't take a 20 one. Hang on. Turn the mail.
Needs to come up a bit, doesn't it?
It's got to come up a bit. What do you think? Is that about right? I now know that what the Scotsman doesn't have up his kit.
My goodness.
Well, what do you think? There's nothing like starting the day in drag. Go on, mate. Nice. Hands with that. You were under suspicion from day one. Well,
Is everyone sort of ready? We'll make an early move if we can. And I'll just do this.
I hope you enjoy the day. We've had a good week. It's been a challenging one. I hope you enjoy this last day too.
What we said if he lost, he had to wear a skirt. So there were aces going round in his direction. He got cheated left, right and centre. So he lost, so he had to wear the skirt. So we got one over on him.
There's a campsite. Little vans, crew vans. There's the doctor. There's the big one, JP with his carry bag. There's his day pack. Just strides on, like nobody's business. And that's the option to go up there, apparently. A bit steep looking, but probably go for it.
Do you know where I didn't stay. Do you know where you stayed halfway?
Oh no, I know you did, but do you stay with Karen halfway?
No, you passed me when I sat down up there.
How many weeks before you're back to the old one?
Busy
Weeks?
Well, anyway, I was up there.
Optional walk, just up there. How long did it take?
Oh, sorry.
About an hour.
That's mine too. Is that flat up there?
That's some of the guys were talking about. Went to the furthest tower we can see there. It wasn't too strenuous, but.
Watch the guys coming in.
How was that?
It's easier coming
Well done,
down.
Yeah.
This 10 minutes in the sun, is that going to cook from there?
Glad that breeze wasn't up while we were up top. There we are, just at the end.
JP, a big toss-up.
Oh, that's
I'll just make a brief comment about the last week. You know, you've had a privileged few days out here because not many tourists, mainstream tourists, get to see a bit of real China. And you know, as brief as it was, and the camp also in the countryside is a novel experience in China. You don't really get easily into some areas. You've seen a bit of rural China. I think that you would have found that the service from the staff here has been exemplary. They do their best to ensure that everything goes smoothly. They're up. They were here at camp this morning at 5:30, so they're out of bed here by 4 or so, and on the run. So I'd like to, you know, again, sort of thank the staff here. I didn't introduce. You may have met the wife already, but this is Mr. Zhang's wife. Lovely lady. She's been looking after us for quite some time. So we should thank them, and we'll present Mr. Zhang with the small tip to keep, as I said before in China, to keep some oil on the gears. Yeah. So where's Alice? Yeah. Okay. 家庭帮他们的数学课的话，我们建议这个消费，好吧？哎，
我表示。
In 1949, the People's Republic of China was founded. Yeah, many people died. For the new country. So, in order to memorize the martyrs who died for the revolution, this statue was erected here. In all the statues, you can see there are some workers, soldiers, farmers, and miners, and all kinds of people. So they were led by the Communist Party of China.
Have you seen anything like it, James?
No, it's
I'll explain the situation down. This is the northern end of the square. The obelisk over here, that's the memorial to the martyrs, right, in China, right? All of those who have sort of given their lives or have served China during the transition from 1911 through to the formation of the People's Republic in 1949. It's the equivalent of a war memorial in many respects in the West. It's hallowed ground. You can't. I don't know whether there's guards up there, there's guards right down there, but it's inaccessible to the public. That was I'll just briefly touch upon the 1989 issue with the students, but that was the place where they erected the goddess of democracy. It was a statuette, I suppose you want to call it, on the shrine. Now coming back to the square itself. Over on the left there, that's the Great Hall of the People. When you see on TV, a Congress meeting and the Chinese government is discussing policy, that's where it takes place. There's the plenary hall seats 10,000. It's the most extraordinary size, 10,000 seats. That's great. The hall itself is divided up into a series of halls. There's actually halls within the halls. Each hall representative of each province. Each province has got their own decor. Most extraordinary architecture and decor in there. Beautifully designed and ornate, marble everywhere. With these separate halls where the delegates to the National People's Congress meetings, several times a year, they meet and discuss policy, then they debate in the Great Hall. Over on the right there, that's the Museum of Revolutionary History. They're currently refurbishing it for the Olympics, obviously, but it's a repository of all of the historical items right back into the 19th century when China was annexed, part of the colonial powers were here. Down the other end here, you'll see the entrance to the inner courts, or the outer inner courts of the Tibetan city. Mao Zedong's photograph is there. Immediately on the rostrum above there is the location directly above his border column, is where he declared the formation of the Republic in 1949. So this entire area here is couched in great political symbolism. In 1989, when the student uprising arose, demonstrations initially, this was against the nepotism and corruption that was prevalent in post-49 Chinese society. Opportunity was, as far as the students was concerned, was denied to those who were not empowered. If you didn't have any power or connections, right, you really had little opportunity. Education meant nil. To some degree, those connections are still vitally important today. What happened in 1989 was that the students assembled to protest this inequitable relationship between power and opportunity and people who were disempowered. This grew into a fairly popular movement around the country. It even suggested earlier that
workers were prepared to abandon their jobs and come to Beijing to support the students. Many students were drawn in from the provinces to join this what was initially a passive demonstration. There was a standoff between the government, which, and I've read widely on this issue by people who have written objectively on the matter. The government was very tolerant, for over a month to try to engage the students to seek a sort of a satisfactory outcome. What the students wanted was unequivocal abandonment of the communist system and the institution of a democratic political system. And they also demanded the resignation of senior leaders, as they believe they were responsible for the corrupt and sort of unjust sort of situation in the system. That was denied to the students, and following a long and protracted standoff, during which the students were encamped in the square on the obelisk, the government declared martial law. Now, this was done. The elder statesman Deng Xiaoping, who had retired while he was living in the nearby compound, he was consulted, and this happens in China today, that the elders are always consulted on important matters of policy, so they're not distinctly out of the political arena. Deng Xiaoping recommended that martial law be imposed, and that was Beijing was declared under martial law within 2 weeks of the military action against the demonstration. Following the imposition of martial law, the students were told to leave the square. They refused to do so, and the army, the units from the nearby garrisons in Beijing were brought in to disperse the students. The general reading of the situation is that there was no intention by the government to take direct military action against the students, but what happened in the analysis by people who are aware of the events is that the students and also the outlying streets where there were civilian demonstrators as well, there was provocation, and some of the soldiers opened fire in various areas, and there was a general military response with live ammunition, resulting in many deaths, not necessarily in the square but in surrounding streets. How many people were killed in that action during the day and overnight, no one knows. It's been a state secret. It's believed to be many hundreds, maybe thousands. No one will ever know just what the final toll was in that unfolding tragedy. But following the students' demonstrations were crushed on June the 4th, 1989, and thereafter the campuses returned to normal. The government did not accede to any of the political demands that were made. The status quo remained, but they did accelerate economic reform. And the issue here was, if we can't necessarily provide a guarantee of any political change, we'll give you economic progress. And in the early 90s, there was an acceleration of economic development. People became much richer. There was a general boom, if that's the word, in the 90s. Beijing became very affluent. The eastern seaboard cities boomed, and I guess if we use the word materialism and the pursuit of money became the government's objective. Political reform has not occurred. There have been changes in regulations and some of the laws affecting mainly commerce and things, but essentially, China remains the one.
I'm going to be telling this game.
I'm eating a pea lolly, but it tastes very nice.
Let's go.
This song was inspired as Rachel and I walked across from one tower to another, and we found ourselves looking over to the right. The drop was sheer, but the birds were below us. And we said, what could rhyme with birds? Because we're higher than the birds. I thought with the words, two big nerds. That's what started the song. Hi-ho, it's up the wall we go, with the sun on our back and a heavy rucksack. Hi-ho, 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 it's on the wall we go, with two big nerds with higher than the birds. Hi-ho, 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 it's on the wall we go, we get round the bend with the help of our friends. Hi-ho, 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 it's on the wall we go. We're inspired by Ken, he's in our top 10 minutes, that is. Hi-ho, 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 it's off the wall we go. We'd like a summer, Ken says, run round the corner again. Hi-ho, 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 it's off the wall we go. We beg for a shower, Ken says, one more tower. Hi-ho, 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 it's off to camp we go. We're sick of the rap, but it helps us crap. Hi-ho, 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 it's off to camp we go. We're driven to drink cause the toilets stink. Hi-ho, 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 it's off to camp we go. We're covered in dust, it's a fashionable must. Hi-ho, 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 it's off to bed we go. We're dead on our feet, but we still can't sleep. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho.
I think you can well get arrested in the first 5 minutes.
No, that's
Oh, you put these on. Alison. You try that, John. Try that.
Give up.
Sí, señora.
That's my art. I feel alright proud of this great moment. The picture of sense.
Hello, my name's Anna and I've just climbed the Great Wall of China.
Hello. Who's got my beer?
Get it on the video, sweetheart. I'm as mad as a box of frogs.
Bloody marvellous.
Bloody difficult, but I loved it.
Recipe.
Never again.
They said it's bloody marvellous. Actually, I didn't find it bloody difficult. There was a couple of odd moments. It was just great, and I would do it again.
I'm down to say it's over. I'm done. I'm lost it.
Not bad.
Are you sure?
There's my hotel, Crown Plaza. You can just see it on the corner. Just the main shopping street, Wait Fuji. And there are all the shopping malls we see all the neon.
Hi, hi, hi.
hotel. That's a full day that I'm here. I just thought I'd come down to the Temple of Heaven Park and just see what it's like. It's quite big. I've been to the City Planning Museum this morning. And yeah, it's just showing it's my last day. It's getting quite used to the place now.